Hey guys, Coach Marcel here with Fire+Ice Wellness. I'm going to take you guys through some progressions that I like to use when teaching and learning the bar muscle up. So first is setup, grip slightly outside your shoulders. We're always working that false grip, so roll those knuckles on top of the bar, and we're always working a good hollow body position, okay? Set up, knuckles on top of the bar, toes in front, tuck that rib cage, you're in a good hollow body position. That's gonna be the first setup, okay? After that, we're gonna work that active shoulder or lat activation, where you're just vertically shrugging them shoulders and engaging the lats into a good stable shoulder position. False grip, good hollow, activate the lats, relax, activate, relax. Main thing there is the elbows stay locked, and all we're doing is firing the lats, okay? From there, we're gonna get into a kipping swing. So main focus here is staying tight through the midline. That way you get lots of spring coming out of that Superman. Again, elbows stay long here. Hollow body, active shoulder, hollow, arch, hollow, arch. Okay, shoulders are doing the work here. Make sure you stay tight. You don't need to get into this big loopy Superman. Okay, at this point now it's gonna require a lot more lat activation. So this is the main piece that people miss and they don't like to do the homework on it. But if you can get really strong at a straight arm lat pull, the muscle up is much easier. Most people focus on doing a pull up rather than a straight arm lat pull. So I'm gonna show you a few different exercises you can do to develop that lat strength. First one is a standing lat pull. So you grab a band. PVC pipe. You get lots of tension here. Tuck down. So again, elbows stay long. You're gonna pull straight down. If you have a higher bar, that's gonna be a little better. You can drop down to your knees so you get more tension here. Again, good hollow body. Arms stay locked. Good lat pull here. So that's one option. A little better option that I like is lying on the floor, because you get much more range of motion and it also makes you work a good hollow body position. Looks like so. So pull yourself down where you have lots of tension on the band. You're gonna pull into that hollow body. Again, elbows stay locked. Use the lats to pull all the way down and then control it on the way back. So those are both good drills to develop that lat strength. I said don't skip this. I would actually spend a lot of time developing that lat strength before even starting to attempt the muscle up. A lot of people just keep trying the muscle up. They spend a long time trying to get it and they never get it because they're missing that key piece there. Okay. Once you have some pretty good lat strength, you're able to keep the arms straight. Now we're gonna start to elevate the hips with the kipping swing. That's gonna look like so. Kipping swings here. Now using that same straight arm lat pull, I'm gonna pull the hips up. You can see how my hips kind of float up. That's from the lats engaging and pressing that bar down. That's another thing. So a lot of people think of it as a pull. It's actually more of a press. You're pressing down on the bar all the way through. So if you can kind of switch your mindset from I gotta pull to press the bar down, you'll have a much better chance at getting your muscle up. Okay? At this point, the higher you can get your hips to the bar, the easier the muscle up's gonna be. Okay? If you really can't create any lift on the hips, again, you don't have the strength and it's gonna be much more difficult to get up and over the bar. So really try to get your hips as high as possible here on this swing. Higher the better, okay? Once they're up as high as they can, you're kind of in that floating state. That's where the hip extension is gonna come in, okay? That's gonna generate much more power to get up over the bar. This is a skill in itself. So you can start by learning this on the floor. So kind of get in that same hollow body position. You're gonna tuck your knees up. You're gonna fire the hips up and over. So hollow, tuck, up and over. So here, make sure the hips are coming up and over and you're not just bringing your feet down and up. You gotta make this big loop up and over. Okay? From there, once you fire the hips, you're gonna do a giant sit-up. This is what's gonna pull you up and over the bar, okay? The hips are creating the lift. This sit-up is getting you over the bar. It'll look like so. So here's my hips. When I'm floating, fire the hips and pull through, like so. From there, it's just a dip, and then back down. Okay. So this is where, you know, you can still have the strength, but it's kind of tough to get the timing and everything. So a couple different ways you can work on that. Only once you have the lat strength, we're gonna use a band. The band just kind of gives you feedback, and it's a little easier to feel that hip extension and pull. So set up, you're gonna put your foot in the band. Everything stays the same though, so you're still hitting your kipping swing, you're still elevating the hips. Now you're gonna pop the hips and then pull yourself through. Finish with the dip. Okay, one more time. Kipping swing, elevate the hips, pop the hips and pull. Okay, so that's one way you can use it. Another way, another drill I like to use to fire the hips and get the timing of the pull is by setting up a box. So when you're first starting, the higher the box, the easier this is going to be. So start with, you know, the bar about chest height will be fine. But here you still want to kind of focus on this pull through and then back into the straight arm, okay? Don't just pull straight up here. We've been working that straight arm, so pull back into the straight arm. You can see I'm in that hollow body. Now I'm just gonna add the jump. So a jump is the same as a hip extension, okay? It's the same movement. So you're gonna pull through, pull back into your hollow, jump, and then pull through. One more time. Arch, hollow, jump, pull through. As you get better at that movement, you're gonna start to drop the box down. So here's a little lower. Right, this is the same thing. So arch, hollow, jump, pull through. So watch my elbows here. I'm still keeping them long as I press down. I'm not just pulling through. So watch the difference. Long arm here, as opposed to jumping straight up. Okay, keep the arms long. Same thing, you'll just keep working your way down. Eventually it gets to where you're basically doing the full bar muscle up. Okay, so give those drills a try. Again, my main piece of advice, get really strong in that straight arm lat pull. That's gonna save you a lot of time, and it keeps the shoulders stronger and healthier. Give that a go.